Several days passed while Goku and Margarita continued to enjoy their new life as a married couple. They spent every possible moment together. Their happiness was so overwhelming that they did not notice they were neglecting their responsibilities. At the palace of the Omni Kings, the Grand Priest noted that his daughter was neglecting her duties as an angel. He also mentioned that Goku still refused to become a god of destruction. Both Omni Kings agreed. One of them felt it was unfair for the other angels to work while Margarita did nothing. The Grand Priest decided to give his daughter a warning. Meanwhile on Earth, Margarita asked Goku about moving to another planet. Goku replied that while he had many memories on Earth, his only priority was being by her side. He kissed her. Margarita blushed and felt truly happy. The father of all angels suddenly appeared. He greeted them both. They welcomed him and asked the reason for his visit. The Grand Priest informed Margarita that she was falling behind on her duties. He warned her that the Omni Kings would separate her from Goku if she continued to ignore her work. Margarita was shocked. She insisted she would never leave Goku, and did not want to serve a new god of destruction. The Grand Priest apologized, but stated she would be taken away by force if she did not act soon. She begged him not to let that happen. He said there was no other way and prepared to leave. Goku told the Grand Priest to wait. Goku stated with a serious tone that he accepted the role of god of destruction for the universe they had discussed earlier. Margarita was completely surprised. She knew Goku never wanted that role, but he was accepting it just for her and their shared happiness. The Grand Priest was pleased. He promised to return in an hour to take them for the ascension ceremony. He then vanished. Margarita jumped into the arms of her husband. She asked if he truly wanted this. Goku assured her that he would do it since it meant they could stay together forever. They shared a deep kiss. An hour later the Grand Priest brought them before the Omni Kings. The rulers sat on their thrones and smiled at Goku. They expressed their joy over his decision. Goku felt happy and asked what he needed to do. The Omni Kings explained that his job was to help his universe prosper. They told him to guide the development of the universe, rather than just destroying planets. Goku promised to do a good job. The Omni Kings stepped down from their thrones. Goku knelt before them. They placed their hands on his head. A massive light erupted and blinded both Margarita and the Grand Priest. When the light faded, Goku wore the dark attire of a destroyer. His hair was red and he looked much younger. He had adopted the Super Saiyan God form as his base state. The Grand Priest was impressed. Margarita thought her husband looked incredibly handsome. The Omni Kings declared him the god of destruction of Universe 13. They mentioned he only needed an attendant. They offered to provide a new one. Goku nervously looked at Margarita. She was glaring at him with terrifying eyes. Her look was a clear warning about what would happen if he chose someone else. Goku quickly declined the offer and stated he only needed Margarita. The Omni Kings agreed. They magically altered the symbols on her clothes to match his new attire. They told Goku to depart for his new universe where a private planet awaited them. Goku thanked them and hoped to see them soon. Goku and Margarita said an emotional goodbye to all their friends on Earth before leaving for their new home. They arrived at their new planet. Goku was amazed by the massive size of their private world. He admitted that being a god of destruction might not be so bad after all. As they flew over the planet, they spotted a massive castle. A silhouette emerged from the structure. Goku greeted the stranger. A beautiful woman with a soft voice introduced herself as Seals. She revealed she was the Supreme Kai of this universe. Margarita was instantly annoyed. Goku shook her hand and said it was nice to meet her. Margarita glared at Seals. She suspected this woman might try to interfere with her marriage. Margarita asked her what she wanted. Seals explained she just wanted to meet Goku and perform the ritual to link their lives. Goku politely declined. He explained that he had already asked the Omni Kings to cancel the life link to avoid future problems. Seals looked sad but understood. Margarita bluntly told her to leave if that was all she needed. Seals noticed her attitude and guessed she was the attendant. Margarita angrily corrected her and stated she was his wife. Seals was shocked to hear about an angel marrying a mortal. Margarita grew furious and warned her that Goku was no longer immortal. Seals apologized. Goku asked the women not to fight. He wanted everyone to get along. Seals agreed and prepared to leave. Before vanishing, she quickly kissed Goku on the cheek. Margarita was filled with rage. She silently cursed the Supreme Kai and vowed to keep her away from Goku. She sternly warned Goku not to speak to Seals too often. Goku nervously agreed when he saw her murderous glare. Months passed. Goku adapted to his new life. He took his work seriously, but always showed his loving side to Margarita. She was more valuable to him than his own life. During an inspection, Goku asked about the progress of a certain planet. The planetary ruler named Dar trembled in fear. He admitted there had been almost no progress since the last visit. Goku stepped on his head and expressed his anger. Dar begged for another chance. Margarita told Dar he was lucky her husband was so merciful. The assistant of Dar angrily told Margarita to be quiet. He claimed women had no right to speak on their planet. Dar panicked at the foolish mistake of his assistant. Goku became completely serious. He stated the planet showed no progress, and its people had insulted his beloved wife. He declared the planet needed to be replaced. Goku and Margarita teleported into space. Dar realized his world was doomed. From the vacuum of space, Goku stared coldly at the planet. He said the one thing he could never tolerate was an insult toward the woman he loved. He aimed his hand and said the word of destruction. The Hawkeye energy instantly erased the planet without leaving a single trace. Margarita asked if he was being too extreme. Goku denied it. He called her his greatest treasure and swore he would never let anyone disrespect her. Margarita threw her arms around him. She told him how much she loved him, and felt glad she had chosen him. They shared a passionate kiss. Seals watched the entire event from afar. She clenched her fists in jealousy. She could not understand why seeing them together filled her with so much anger. Goku decided they needed to visit Seals before returning home. Margarita was irritated and asked why. Goku explained he wanted Seals to create smarter and stronger mortal races. He wanted their universe to advance quickly. Margarita asked for the reason behind the sudden urgency. Goku reminded her of the Tournament of Power. He feared the Omni Kings might still plan to erase low-ranking universes. He wanted to ensure their survival so they would never be separated. Margarita was touched by his dedication and promised to support him. Goku carried her in his arms as they traveled to the realm of the Supreme Kai. They arrived and greeted Seals. The Supreme Kai acted very formal. Goku told her to relax. Margarita mentally insulted her. Goku explained his plan to increase the mortal level through better intelligence and combat potential. Seals agreed to his demands. Goku prepared to leave, but Seals offered him a meal. Goku realized he was very hungry. Margarita grew suspicious of her intentions. Seals served a massive feast. Goku ate happily while the two women exchanged death glares. Seals asked Goku what he thought of her. Goku casually replied that she was a good Supreme Kai and a great cook. Seals blushed and asked if he had ever considered taking more wives. Margarita wanted to kill her on the spot. Goku immediately shut down the idea. He stated he had Margarita and needed no one else to be happy. Margarita hugged him tightly and asked him to confirm his devotion. Goku swore he only wanted her. Seals lowered her head and clenched her fists. Goku thanked Seals and took to the sky. Margarita stayed behind for a moment. She threatened to kill Seals without mercy if she ever approached Goku again. Seals fired back that she did not care and wanted him for herself. Margarita called her a vile name and fired a tiny blast of energy at her. Seals smiled and mocked the attack. Margarita flew away. Seals vowed to steal Goku away, but suddenly collapsed in immense pain. She cursed Margarita and swore revenge. On the way home, Goku noticed his wife acting strange. Margarita admitted the Supreme Kai bothered her. She felt insecure because Seals was beautiful and clearly wanted him. Goku was shocked. He promised he would never trade her for anyone else. He swore she was the only woman he would ever love. Margarita asked him to promise he would never leave her or look at another woman. Goku gave his word. Margarita kissed him deeply to mark him as her own. They gazed into the eyes of one another with pure joy. Far away, Belmod from Universe 11 and Seals watched them. Both villains boiled with rage. They vowed to destroy the happy couple. Days turned into weeks. Goku and Margarita were entirely inseparable. Their love grew so deep that they could not live without each other. Yet Margarita still needed constant reassurance. She asked Goku once again if he truly loved only her. Goku swore on his life that she was his only love. They promised to stay together forever. Sarcastic clapping interrupted their moment. Belmod appeared out of nowhere. He demanded to know why his angel had abandoned him. Margarita reminded him that she was married to Goku and would remain by his side. Belmod angrily declared he never gave her permission to leave. Goku warned him to watch his tone in Universe 13. Belmod insulted the Saiyan and grabbed the arm of Margarita. He tried to drag her away. She demanded to be released. She cited the orders of the Omni Kings. Belmod claimed he did not care about the royal orders and insisted she belonged to him. Goku ordered him to let go. Seals suddenly appeared and grabbed the arm of Goku. She begged him not to fight and told him to let Belmod take her. Margarita snapped completely. She prepared to attack Seals, but Goku pushed the Supreme Kai away. Goku warned Belmod one last time. Belmod laughed and challenged him. The red eyes of Goku flashed. He punched Belmont in the stomach with blinding speed. The clown fell to the floor and writhed in agony. Belmont cursed Goku and tried to attack again. Margarita approached Seals, who was still on the ground. She asked the Supreme Kai why she was there. Seals laughed and repeated that Goku belonged to her. Margarita reminded her of the previous warning. Seals mocked her and said an angel could not kill without facing severe punishment. Margarita coldly replied that she did not need to kill her to make her suffer. She grabbed Seals by the throat and began to strangle her. Seals started to lose consciousness. Goku ordered Margarita to stop. She tried to argue, but Goku raised his voice. She reluctantly released the gasping Supreme Kai. Goku flared a massive white aura and ordered both intruders out of his home. Belmont swore revenge and vanished. Seals laughed weakly and promised the conflict was not over before disappearing. Goku powered down and looked very serious. Margarita asked if he was alright. Goku pulled her into a tight embrace. He begged her never to leave him. Margarita was stunned by his vulnerability. She promised she would never leave him because she loved him too much. They held each other tightly and shared a passionate kiss. Belmont and Seals watched from different parts of the cosmos. They both raged over their failure. Goku sensed their presence. He snapped his fingers and permanently blinded both Belmont and Seals. The two villains screamed in fury. Margarita warned Goku that she would kill them if they ever returned. Goku reminded her that killing them would violate angel laws and get her taken away from him. He asked her to trust him. That night Margarita slept peacefully. Goku remained awake. He worried that Margarita might actually kill their enemies and face the wrath of the Omni Kings. He quietly left the bed and went outside. He pressed the button given to him by his friends. Goku arrived at the Divine Palace. The Omni Kings asked how he was doing. Goku admitted things were difficult and explained the whole situation. He expressed his deep fear that Margarita would be punished for defending their love. He begged the Omni Kings to punish him instead if anything happened. The Omni Kings looked at each other. They realized how much Margarita truly loved him. They decreed there would be no punishment for her. They gave Goku permission to do whatever was necessary if those two people bothered them again. Goku thanked them endlessly. As Goku left the palace, the Grand Priest stopped him. The father of the angels thanked Goku for protecting his daughter. Goku stated it was his duty, because he loved her with all his heart. He promised to protect her with his life. Goku returned to his castle just as the sun began to rise. Margarita was awake and looked angry. She demanded to know where he had been. Goku nervously lied and said he just went for a walk. She asked if he had gone to see another woman. Goku knew his life would end if he ever did such a thing. He pulled her close by the waist. He told her he only had eyes for her. He kissed her deeply. Margarita blushed and hoped she was the only one who could make him happy. Goku assured her she was his whole world. They continued to kiss under the beautiful dawn sky.